Greetings, friends. Dennis LaRue here with your hashtag steeltoesrequired quote of the week, and it's episode number 40. Now, this week's quote is not going to wow you. Why do I say that? It's very simple. Because I'm using last week's quote for this week. Last week's quote was, "Success leaves clues." And the first time I heard that was from Brian Buffini. And for those of you that were on last week, those of you that are in the email group, got a link to Brian Buffini's podcast. So hope you enjoyed that. And I hope you enjoyed that clue of success for you. There's some great stuff in that podcast. I think it's going to add tremendous value to you. But you're probably asking, before you say, okay, I'm hanging up, I'm out of here, don't do it. Why do you want to listen to the same quote again? Because last week I gave you a couple of clues. This week, I'm giving you some new clues. Because success leaves clues. And let me share some reasons why I chose to use this quote again. You know, the first reason reminds me of the very first episode of Steel Toes. My mentor, John Maxwell, said that if you're not doing something worthwhile with your life, it doesn't matter how long it is. That's a huge success clue for me. And it reminded me also to get out of my comfort zone. It reminded me that to do something, when's the last time you did something new for the first time? John also says that. And so this is the first time that I've used a quote twice for an episode. So that's one reason, but it's not the only reason. That sounds like a cop-out, doesn't it? But it's not. The second reason I used it is because all week long in my levels awareness, this quote kept coming up. I kept hearing, success leaves clues. Success leaves clues. And so as each decision was coming up, as I was facing different areas of my life, this quote kept coming back up in my awareness. Success leaves clues. So I found myself asking critical questions about myself and my business and my life and even my faith, using the thought, where are the clues to success here, based off of my definition of success? And so that's what we did last week too. The first clue was, you have to define what success is for you, because my definition for success is going to be different from your definition of success, and your definition of success is going to be different from their definition of success. So you need to define what success is for you. And so based off of my definition of success, which I shared with you, go back and you'll see my definition for success. And I found some great clues this week in my business, taking my business to a new level, getting me out of my comfort zone. And again, about my faith, working on areas of my life. You see, clues matter. Hey, Danny, glad you're here. Welcome, my friend. You see, you've got to find the clues. And when you define success for you, you've got to find the clues. You've got to go get the clues. And to live an intentional life requires you to have intentional actions. Two podcasts ago, one of the leadership lessons I learned was get out from behind your desk. Success, clues don't come to you when you're sitting behind your desk. So you got to take intentional action, get out from behind your desk, and go find your clues. So this week, I'm going to share with you a couple of more clues to help add value to you. They have extremely been helpful to me, and I believe they're not just clues for today, but they are clues that are going to be clues you look for every single day from here on out. I really believe that. So, and I want to share those clues with you. Another part of clue hunting is, if you found a clue, share a clue. And so these are clues that I found for me, and I hope you enjoy these clues. So here we go. Here is the third clue from Success Leaves Clues, Part 2 from Brian Buffini. Here's a lesson that I've learned. Here's a great clue, and that clue is, be a lifelong learner and a lifelong applier of what you learn. That's a clue. You see, you can't be a learner and not a doer. You have to be a doer. We've got a lot of people who learn and know a lot, but they don't do a lot. To be a lifelong learner, to reach the success finish line for you, you have to do what you learn. You've got to put it into action. That's so important. And I'll confess right now, I am filled with a lot of information. My family would say, I'm filled with a lot of useless information. I've heard them say it. Dennis, you remember everything. But I didn't do everything. I didn't do what I knew to do. Hey, Jennifer, glad you're here. So, clue number 3, be a lifelong learner and a lifelong applier of what you learn, because this clue helps you with getting unstuck. Hi, honey. My wife is on. That is so awesome. Hi, Mom. Glad you're here too. So, see, we weren't designed to be mediocre. I said the M word. We weren't designed to be, here it comes, A word, average. We weren't designed for that. And this clue of lifelong learning and lifelong application prevents you from being average and mediocre. You can learn a lot and still be average. You can learn a lot and be mediocre. But if you learn to do, chances are you're not going to be average and you're not going to be mediocre. So step your game up, as they say, and get out there and learn. Don't be average. Don't settle for average. Learn each day. And it comes back to defining success for you. Your definition of success is going to lead you to learn in different areas than other people. But it's going to lead you to other people. And we're going to get to that in a moment. So this clue is so vital. This clue is so vital. I've plugged it into my daily list that I must do every day. Every day I grow. And in order to grow, I must learn. And in order to grow, you've got to learn and apply. If you learn and don't apply, you won't grow. You'll grow knowledge, but you won't grow in wisdom. There's a difference. So, with that said, let's roll into clue number 4. Clue number 4 is this. If clue number 3 was to be a lifelong learner, you got to be a lifelong learner and apply. The next step is who? Who is helping you succeed? That's clue number 4. You've got to answer that question. Who is helping you succeed? Now, this clue helps you more than you think it does. It really does. Because, I've heard my mentors. I can hear my mentor, one of my coaching mentors, Christian Simpson, say this. He says, the answers, and true coaches believe this, the answer always lies within the individual. The answer always lies within you. And for my faith-based friends out there, you have the mind of Christ, right? So if you have the answers within you and you have the mind of Christ, then why do we need other people to succeed? It's a fair question. Why do I need others to help me succeed when you plus God equals majority and that you have the answers within you? What do you think? Here's the answer I came up with. It's because we weren't designed. Here's another truth. We weren't designed to go it alone. We weren't designed to be lone rangers. Even the Lone Ranger had Tonto. We weren't designed to go it alone. We were designed for partnership. We were designed for collaboration. We were designed for communication. We were designed for connection. So the bottom line is we were designed for relationships. Relationships are a critical clue to help you succeed. Because one mind alone is important, but think of 2 minds, 3 minds, 5 minds. Why do we have books? Why do we have Facebook Live? Why do we have YouTube and online universities and podcasts? Why? So we can take our minds collectively together and to help grow one another and be successful, avoid the average, avoid mediocre, and to share the clues that we've learned and known. That's why. That's why. You do have the answers within you. But sometimes you need somebody else, an outside third party or a group, to ask you that right question, to have that level of experience in their growth that you don't have, and then they share that vital piece of information that unlocks what's within you and takes you to the new level. We call that the mastermind. In the coaching industry, we call it coaching, we call it the mastermind. And so bringing that around, let me ask you, who's in your group? If this is a clue, and it's an important clue, and it's a clue that I love, it's a clue that I'm a part of, it's a clue that I lead, and it's a clue I share all the time, the power of the mastermind. And so if that's something that sparks an interest within you, guess what? I'm going to share. I've got a mastermind coming up. If you're in San Antonio, I've got a mastermind starting this week. If you want to know more, if you're already in my tribe in the email, it's coming out. I'll have the email out to you right here before tomorrow morning about the mastermind group. I want you to be in it because these groups are small. And Jamie on cue, my sweet wife, just posted the link. The link is right here, the Eventbrite. Go check it out. There's 10 slots. 5 are already filled. 5 are filled, so they go fast. But I've got another mastermind coming up. It's going to be virtual. So for those of you that aren't in San Antonio, you have an opportunity to be in a virtual mastermind. So I'm real excited to offer that to you too. Those are just mastermind groups. That's a way to take advantage of this clue for you to help you grow. That's it. Because I want to add value to you. I want to help you grow. And I want to fulfill my portion of not being average and not being mediocre by leading groups like this to be that conduit to help you get to where you want to go. That's it. That's why I do what I do. Because I want to help you reach the finish line for success as you define it. And that's what the group is designed to do. So there it is. There it is. 2 more clues to help you on your road to success, on your road to significance. Hey, Holly, I'm glad you're on here as well. Because success leaves clues. But the question is, are you looking for the clues? Are you looking for the right clues? That's the key. Are you looking for clues to success? And are you doing it alone? If you're looking for clues alone, hey, look, Scooby-Doo even had a crew. Okay? Blue's Clues. He went by himself. You had Steve. You got to look for clues. Sherlock Holmes had Watson. The list goes on and on. When you're searching for clues, you need people in your corner. Anthony Chambers, glad you're here, my friend. So there it is. Here's your 2 clues for this week. Success leaves clues, and here are the 2 clues as we wrap this up. Success clue number 3. For those of you that didn't catch last week's, clues 1 and 2 are in last week's. I encourage you to go watch them. They'll be here on Facebook. If you're in my email, it's in my email, or go to my LinkedIn page. Clue number 3, be a lifelong learner and a lifelong applier of what you learn. And clue number 4 is, who is helping you succeed? The answers to those clues are going to help you grow exponentially, and you need to do it every single day. Growth, application daily, and then connecting with the who helps you succeed as frequently as you can, whether it's weekly mastermind groups, coaching, monthly, your inner circle, whoever that is, you need to connect with them. It's critically important because they're going to give you clues to help you grow. And again, the reason why the who is important is because although we do have that answers within us, and that for my faith-based friends, you have the mind of Christ. You plus God equals a majority. We were still designed. We were still designed for relationship. We were designed to collaborate. We were designed to work together. So there you have it. That's your hashtag steeltoesrequired quote of the week, episode number 40. And so now, let's wrap it up in a bow and do me the honor. In the comments below, share the clues that you've learned in these areas that have helped you grow, lessons that you've learned and applied that have helped you, and also who's helping you to succeed. Who's that person for you, helping you to succeed? Because in books, when you see me drop names like John Maxwell or Brian Buffini, I'm not doing that to, like a pro athlete. I'm doing that to leave you clues, to help you be successful because they've helped me grow. So in the comments below, share some names, share some books, resources, podcasts of people who are helping you succeed, because not only are you helping me, you're helping everybody that watches this feed all week long. So add value to the group and help others succeed by sharing some of the clues that have helped you to grow and succeed as well. And with that, let's close with my favorite part, the blessing. I pray the blessing of bread that you know no hunger. I pray the blessing of salt, that your life would have flavor and that you would be flavorful to others. Share clues, my friends. And that I pray the blessing of wine, that joy and prosperity would be yours, and that you would share clues to yours with others, and that the love of God would be your portion this day and forevermore. Friends, thank you so much for joining me. Danny, Anthony, Holly, Mom, Jamie, all of you that jumped in, Jennifer, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Have a great week. Enjoy finding your clues and share them right here so we can help others on their journey to success. All right. Take care, friends, and see you next week.